strategy is visualization, which is a good one. So I've talked about visualization in the sessions on study skills and learning preferences. I talked a bit about it with reading last week. Works really well for visual learners, and it is something to try with your child. It doesn't work for all children though. So I've got some instructions here, but what I'm going to do is flip to the next slide and show you. So what we would do is we would take the word that we're trying to learn. So for example, experiment here, and we would split it down into chunks, into syllables, and highlight those in a certain way. So here they're colored differently. You could make it much more visually interesting. You could have some large, some small, some in glittery pen, for example, and that gets written on a card. Okay, and what we do is we hold the card up to the child and we ask them to look at it really closely. So we look at the shape of the word, the color, the way we've split it up. What we're trying to do is get them to have a really good visual memory of that word. We try and encourage them to take a visual snapshot of the word. Okay, so we're encouraging them to put their brains in camera mode and take a picture. What we do then is take the card away and ask them if they can still see the word. And at this point, one of two things will happen. They'll either say to you, yes, I remember the EX was in red and the PER, that was blue and that was da da da, and they'll be able to explain it to you and describe it to you. Or they'll look at you as if you've gone a bit crazy and say, well, of course I can't because you've taken the card away. So this is when you'll know sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. When it works, it can work really effectively. Other thing I've got exaggerate here. So you can use visualization again, rather than getting a child to just write out a word umpteen times to try and remember it, work out what are they getting wrong in that word and try and focus on that part of the word to really maximize the effort. So in exaggerate, often it's that 2 G's. So we've exaggerated the G's there, made them big, made them interesting. Again, if you were doing this on a piece of card, you could go to town, you could have glitter, highlighters, whatever to highlight those G's. Hold the card up, get the learner to take your child to take a mental picture of the card, take it away and see if they can remember it. So we're trying to get them to capture that really crisp mental visual image of the word.